Most Indian car buyers operate under one solid principle. They are ready to spend a lot of money firsthand if it means spending less money down the line. It is the main reason why the sale of CNG vehicles and diesel vehicles skyrocket in our country. Now, for a long time, the go-to vehicle for fleet owners, taxi drivers and people with large families in general was the Toyota Innova diesel. But because of a 10-year diesel ban rule, that car is no longer as good of a long-term investment as it once was. So, what is the solution? Well, I'm glad you asked. Meet the Maruti Suzuki Invicto. A 7-seater MUV with a 2-liter naturally aspirated hybrid engine and tons of cool tech loaded on the inside. Fun fact, the Maruti Suzuki Invicto is literally the same car as the Toyota Innova Hycross, with some changes here and there. And some people speculate that the car is selling so well that Toyota is virtually unable to fulfill the demand of the Indian market, and that's why Suzuki had to step in with this car. Whatever the reason might be, that's not really that important because both of these cars can easily do this. But power isn't the only thing that this MUV is all about. It is loaded to the brim with tech, starting with the hybrid system. The final result is a hybrid powertrain that is more fuel efficient and more grunty than a diesel engine. In the city, you can expect the Maruti Suzuki Invicto to give you around 13 to 14 km per liter, and on the highway, you can easily expect at least 17 km per liter. 20 if you're driving with a light foot in the standard power mode. Now the engine is paired with an ECVT gearbox, which is silent for the most part, especially if you're driving with a light foot. But as soon as you put the car in the power mode and as soon as you put your foot down, the whine from the ECVT transmission will become very audible. But thanks to these thick glass and heavy door and heavy insulation, you do not feel as much as of it inside the cabin. But the tech doesn't just end there, because you also get cruise control, which you can activate by pressing this button. Now inside the instrument cluster, you also get some really useful information ranging from your fuel economy, right from your eco score, like how good you're driving right now. And along with that, you also get information like how the powertrain of the hybrid system is working. Like right now, the battery is delivering power to all the 4 wheels. And if I turn the pedal a little bit higher, then yeah, as you can see, the red bar indicates that the engine is powering all these wheels along with the battery. And along with that, you also get the TPMS, which shows how much pressure of air is inside each of your tires. Now inside the Maruti Suzuki Invicto, you get these memory seats, and what they do is, let me show you what they do. Firstly, you'll have to put your seatbelt inside this, and they will automatically adjust to the original driving position that you were driving in earlier, which is a really cool feature. Along with the seatbelt reminder for the front seats, you also get a seatbelt reminder for the back seat if someone is sitting over there, which is a nice safety feature. Now let me talk a little bit in detail about this car's performance. Firstly, it does not get a ladder in frame chassis, instead it gets a monocoque chassis. Now because of that, it is lighter and also pretty stable. I mean, this car can steadily maintain the speeds upwards of 140 kilometers per hour without breaking a sweat. And also the increased tire profile, the increased tire height results in a comfortable ride overall. Now because of that monocoque chassis, the body roll in this car is fairly contained. Like you can see over here, I'm accelerating and moving this car like this, like upwards of 60 or 65 kilometers of speed. This car feels fairly stable even if you are turning round and round around a corner. Now don't get me wrong, this is not a sport suspension. The suspension is on the lighter side, but it is stiff enough for a car of this stature. And in terms of driving position, you do get a very clear view of the road, as you can see over here, and everything beyond you is clearly visible. The 10-inch infotainment system also has wireless Apple Carplay, but the thing is, this screen is a little bit laggy, as you can see. You also get these 360-degree video camera, which are really helpful in managing a vehicle of this size, especially if you are in a tight spot. But my main complaint with this camera is that its resolution is really very low. At the back, these seats are spacious, they have more than enough legroom and headroom. You also get these window blinds over here right from the factory, which is a very nice feature. And you also get this tray right beside your seat, but it has no wireless charging, which is a big missed opportunity from Maruti. But you do get two USB Type-C charging port over here, and as you can see, these are fast charging ports. Now, one of the really awesome features inside this cabin are the ambient lights. Let me show you how they work. You just need to press this button like multiple times or like as many times as you want, and then accordingly the light will change their brightness, as you can see. Now, along with these lights, you also get your normal yellow light over here as well. Getting around the back of the Invicto is also really easy. You just need to slide these seats forward and move back. Let me show you how. Now the seats at my front are set for a person who is at least 6 feet tall. Now I myself am 5.8 feet tall, and I find this space still very relaxing, and there is ample of knee room for me over here as well. Now at the back, you do not get any USB Type-C charging port or Type-A charging port, but you do get these AC vents over here, and there is a socket, 12 volt socket over here as well. So the big reason why you would be buying this is because it has a 168 cell nickel molybdenum battery, which works very smartly with the 2-liter petrol engine to give you two main things: more mileage and more grunt. Along with these things, you also get dual zone climate control for front and back, rear blower vents with fan control, push button start stop, Type-C fast charging and Type-A ports, and plenty of storage space as well. The interior is finished in a mixture of hard plastic and leather, which gives it an upmarket look, but not to the levels of the new Kia Seltos and other Korean cars. At the back, you do not get a boss mode, but these seats do go all the way back. Now the Maruti Suzuki Invicto does get an electric tailgate, and you can open it right from your key just by pressing this button. Now right now, with all the 3-row seats up, this is around 239 liters of boot space, and you can see how much space it actually has. But if you were to fold down these 3rd-row seats, you will get around 690 liters of boot space. Now, compared to its sister, the Toyota Innova Hycross, the Invicto does lack some features, starting with ADAS. Really, there is no ADAS feature on this car. You only get cruise control, and that's about it. Now, secondly, you do not get 18-inch alloy wheels on this car. Instead, you get 17-inch wheels with bigger aspect ratio of the tire wall. Now, unlike the Toyota Innova Hycross, Invicto does not get a petrol-only engine option. It only gets a hybrid engine option, and that's about it. But mechanically, both of these cars are identical. So if you are looking for a solid hybrid MUV which is long lasting and reliable and has a relatively short waiting period, then the Maruti Suzuki Invicto has all the right chops. So in conclusion, the Invicto is a much more affordable hybrid MUV that's a little bare bones compared to its sister, the Innova Hycross, but it is a bit more affordable as well, with a price difference of around rupees 1.5 lakh. So that's it for the review. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Yetnesh Dubey and you are watching Digit, and I will see you guys next time.